Hello everybody, this is the Anime Bro here, and welcome to day 1 of my anime Christmas list. Now today, we're going to be talking about anime number 25, and that is Twin Star Exorcist, a show about two exorcists who are forced to marry each other so that their child can end a war that has been going on for 1,000 years. Now before this video starts, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this, and tomorrow we'll be talking about anime number 24. And now, let's get into the video. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is the story. Now, when I was actually watching this story, I was thinking of two things, a good point and a bad point. Basically, a good point that I really did like about the show, and a bad point that I wish they would have fixed in this show. And just like my anime reviews, I'm going to be starting off with a good point. So a good point that I really liked about this story is that it combines romance and action very well. Now what I mean is that they talk about the character development and the romance part, where they basically help build these two characters and why you should like them, and basically just them living life. And then the action part is where you learn about the world building, where the demons come from, how exorcists fight, stuff like that. And I really do like that because it helps me actually pay attention in the story by making it very simple to actually separate them. Alright, so a bad point that I really didn't like is that the romance part is good, but it ends terrible. So what I mean by that is that we get 50 episodes for only the romance part to end and say, okay, they got a confession. When in the romance part, they go through a lot of couple things, like they actually become parents in one of them. They also learn what it takes to live together and stuff like that. And it all ends just for a confession. I would have liked something bigger, like a wedding or something. That way I can actually feel like the romance was well earned and stuff. Yes, you learn about these characters, but it's romance. You should have a goal be bigger than that, especially when you have 50 episodes to build these characters and to tell me why I actually should watch it. That's just something I really didn't like. Alright, now what I want to talk about is the main character. Now, I know this show has two main characters, but I decided to focus on one, and that is Rokuro and Amato. Now, the reason why I chose him is because he is the first main character we see, so I thought it would be appropriate to review him. Now, just like the story, I have a good point and a bad point on this character, and of course we're going to start off with the good point. So, something that I really liked about him is that he is a caring person. The reason why I find this enjoyable is that it gives him a reason to actually become an exorcist. Now, he's not like Naruto, who's trying to be the best exorcist in the world or try to be the leading exorcist. He's just trying to do it to protect his friends. So to basically put it, he's more like Ichigo instead. Ichigo didn't want to become the best Shinigami. He wanted to do it to protect the ones that he cares about. And it's really cool because I can relate to a person like that. I don't really have any big admirations like that, but I really do care about those that I care about. Alright, so a bad thing that I really didn't like about his character was that he thinks with his heart more than with his brain. Now, the reason why I don't really like this is because most of the time, whenever someone goes off their heart, their wins don't usually feel earned to me. They feel more of they were lucky. Because in my mind, if you don't come up with something or some sort of plan, then usually it can go really, really bad. Now, I'm not saying that I prefer emotionless characters. I really do like characters with emotion. I just prefer characters with logic, at least when they do their moves. So for example, Senku. Senku is a very logical person, but the one thing that he also is very emotional. He cares about his family and friends, and he tries to do the best he can to save everyone. And the difference between Senku and Rokuro is that Senku will at least think of something that will save everyone. So he will still come up with some sort of plan, and eventually he would go with it. But with Rokuro, he just goes in and doesn't really care about anything. And I know some people that actually like that, but to me, I really think that a logical person is just well suited, in my opinion. Now before I end this video, I just want to ask one question. Why is this anime only at number 25? Well, I actually got one reason for you, and that is the romance part. Now I know I said I like the combination of romance and action in this series, but the reason why this isn't a little bit higher on my list is because the ending of the romance part. So normally in romance there's usually something like a big end to it. So like it'd be a confession, it could be a wedding, it could be like a first kiss or something like that. Well, in this show it is a confession, but that is not why I put it very high. It's how long we get to before a confession. We actually get to know these characters very well to the point where you kind of already know that they like each other. But you only get a confession and a kiss. You don't get anything bigger like a wedding or anything. You just get a normal kiss and a confession. Now that would be okay if the series was a lot shorter. We get 50 episodes only for them to actually have a confession and a kiss. I wanted something bigger, something like a wedding or something to make it worth watching the romance. Now, like I said, the romance itself is good. It's just I wish they would have ended it a lot better than what they did with this series. Alright, and that is the end of day 1. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this. And come back tomorrow for number 24. And as always, I am the Anime Bro. See you guys later. Peace!